you want? Can you give him nunu? Can you give him nunu? Can you warm his bed, mother-in-law? You can. Do you still want your son under your skirt at 40? Like, I feel like those kind of mother-in-laws, they are sick in the head. Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Lizzy Ellie here, Kenyan YouTuber here in Italy. Thank you so much for subscribing to this channel. I've seen there are some new subbies. Carifo, welcome, benvenuti. That is welcome in all the languages that I know, okay? And today is another Saturday, and as you know, we have a Speak on It video. And on today's video, we are going to talk about mother-in-laws, and we are going to concentrate on Italian mother-in-laws. You know, I'm married to an Italian for more than 10 years, so I know what I'm talking about. And being married to an Italian man, I've realized that your marriage will survive if your husband knows how to tell the mom to stay on her lane. Because Italian moms tend to be very commanding. And I've come to realize even Italian men are brought up to depend on the mom from jump. Just when they are little, the mother does everything for them. So that even when they grow up and they go and make up their families, the man will still depend on the mama, on mamina. We still depend on mamina. So many marriages are broken up because the woman could not deal with the mother-in-law no more, and the son chose the mother. But I will tell you right away, not many Italian men can choose you. They mostly choose their mothers. You can cry there on the floor, they will choose their maminas. I've gotten so many DMs from African girls who are married to Italian men who don't know what to do with the Italian mother-in-laws, and what I tell them from the beginning is that set boundaries from jump. Because these Italian mother-in-laws, especially if they see you are weak, they will shit on your head. As in, watakukalia hapa kwa kichwa na watengeneze nest na waanze kuhara huko juu kwa kichwa. Like, create boundaries from jump. Respect her, but tell her this is where you're not going to cross. You are my husband's mother, but I'm the wife in this house. I've heard stories where the Italian mother-in-law comes, opens the door, start cleaning, start ambushing the daughter-in-law. This house is not clean. They even go ahead and try to command the wife on how to take care of the children, how to bring up their grandkids. And that is when I'm like, no, mother-in-law, stay on your lane. If you are not together in that labor room when I was screaming and pushing this kid, stay in your lane. These are my children. You deal with your son. And I've realized these Italian mother-in-laws, they're not all up into the daughter's lives. They are more attached to the son. Like, they don't want to let go. Even if the son has a wife and children, they want to come there and command like it's their house. And it is not even about color, by the way. So many Italian women have left their marriages because the mother-in-law was too much. I mean, one of them groups on social media where the Italian women say all these things that I'm like, oh my God, like my swatchera's mother-in-law has done this. My swatchera, she calls the son at 3 in the nighttime, crying, please my son, I miss you. And you're like, 3 in the nighttime, mother-in-law, what are you doing? Unapigia kijana wako simu saa 9 usiku afanye nini? Akuja kupea doshi. At some point you're like, mother-in-law, when are you going to cut this umbilical cord? Your son is 40, your son is 45, has a wife and kids. Why are you still holding on? Why are you still holding on? Why do you still want your son under your skirt at 40? Like, I feel like those kind of mother-in-laws, they are sick in the head. There is something that needs to be screwed tight. There's a screw that is not tight, as in tightened, because it is not normal for a mother-in-law to come and try to break up a happy family just because I gave birth to him. So I gave birth to him, so he's my son. I can do whatever I want. If your daughter-in-law is respecting you, if your daughter-in-law is staying on her lane, what do you want? What do you want? Can you give him nunu? Can you give him nunu? Can you warm his bed, mother-in-law? You can't. And if your daughter-in-law snaps one of these days and she's like, I cannot deal with your mother no more, you start crying, oh, my daughter-in-law, she threw me out. She threw me out. She's bad. You should leave her. I don't know. What have you done for the daughter-in-law to snap? But then there are so many men who blame their mothers up to today because they broke up their families. And I blame the men too. You cannot tell your mother to stay in her lane. You cannot tell your mother, this is my family, I respect you as a mom, but stay on your lane. Let me deal with my family. You go and deal with my father and your household, because this is my house. Because I feel like if a man stands up and says that, the mother-in-law will realize, hey, I don't have a chance to come and bring ujinga. One thing that I know for sure, I will be the best mother-in-law in the world, because I will stay on my lane. If my children will need me, I'll be there. But all the time, hello, Davy. Can I come where you live? For what? Hello, Alisa. Can I come where you live? For what? Let me stay on my lane. Let me mind my husband and my household. Because I don't want the same situation that happened to me to happen to my children. You know, you repeat the same cycle because your mother-in-law was nasty to you. Now you are nasty to your daughter-in-law. And I'm not saying that all mother-in-laws are bad. And I'm not saying all daughter-in-laws are good. There's some daughter-in-laws that are nasty. So that's all I had for today. Thank you so much for watching. Up until next Saturday, Speak On It video.